Welcome back to the Bird Chef. Today we're going to be making a taco meatloaf with a salsa barbecue topping. And let's get started. Alright, so first up we're going to be making our breadcrumbs. Since it's taco themed, we're going to be using corn chips. We have our seasoning mix right here. We have a tablespoon of chili powder, half teaspoon of cumin, half teaspoon of smoked paprika, quarter teaspoon cayenne pepper, quarter teaspoon of oregano, quarter teaspoon salt, and a tad of MSG, and we add a quarter teaspoon of pepper. Now, first we're going to crush these chips a little bit, just get them a little bit on the small side, and we're going to be putting them in the blender. We're going to put the seasoning in the blender with our chips, so that we got that nice season throughout the breadcrumbs. All right. Alright, we're going to put our lid on. We are set to chop right now, and we're just going to chop that up. Alright, and that'll give us 1 cup of breadcrumbs. We have our measuring cup right here to measure it out. A little bit of extra in there. And that's 1 cup of breadcrumbs. Alright, up next we're going to make our nacho cheese sauce for the stuffing. We have salsa and we have our Velveeta cheese. We have 1 cup of salsa. We're going to add it to the pot to get it heated up. And we're going to start up the fire. And we're going to be adding the cheese. We're going to do this at a low heat so we don't burn it. And we're just going to stir until it's all melted together. We're almost done melting it now. Making sure it's nice and evenly blended. We're not likely to use all of this nacho cheese for the recipe, but you can also use this later on as a dip. We got this nice thick cheese going. Melted and mixed with the salsa, and we are ready for it. We're going to add this into the cup right here so you can see. Nice thick nacho cheese. There you go. We'll start off by adding the egg. We're going to add the cup of milk. And then we're adding the breadcrumbs. Now, best way to mix this is by hand and just get right in there, mixing it all together until it's fully blended. Make sure it's fully combined. And now we're ready to put it in the pot and start the baking process. And now we're ready to assemble. We'll start off by lining the pan with the tortilla shells. 1 on each side. And then we will take about 3/4 of the meat mixture and form it into the bottom, leaving a slight bowl to it for the cheese to rest into. Now we add the cheese. and the remainder of the meat mixture to top it off. Making sure we seal that cheese in there nice and secure. And now we are ready to bake. Alright, now that that's in the oven, we're going to be making our topping, which is a salsa barbecue sauce. We have about a half cup of salsa and a quarter cup of brown sugar. We're just going to blend those together. And at the last 5 minutes of baking, we're going to pull out the meatloaf, and we're going to put this on top. The brown sugar will help it to caramelize on top and give it a nice, savory, sweet texture on the top. Alright, and now we got that out of the oven. We're ready to put that salsa barbecue sauce on top. Give it a quick little stir to make sure it's nice and blended. And we're going to put that evenly across the top of this meatloaf. This helps to keep the meat nice and moist and not dry. And that's going to go back in the oven for 15 minutes. And now that's out of the oven and ready to serve. We're going to cut a nice even big slice here so you can get a look at that insides. It's got a nice tortilla crust on there. And look at how beautiful that looks. And we added a dollop of sour cream and ready to go. Hope you liked our video. Be sure to like and subscribe and share with your friends. See you next time.